Just James today. This is James Melendez. Now, my topic is about working harder and working smarter as well. So stay tuned. So I remember some time ago somebody said to me, well, all you got to do, James, is you're working much too hard. You got to work smarter. And that's implying I'm working stupidly and or maybe not as smartly as I could be. I'm not really sure what that meant. And actually, that was one of those provocative things that someone said that I immediately knew that I didn't agree with it. Because at day's end, shall we say, if you are not getting things done, lifting things, taking care of things, getting actions completed, they don't do themselves. The spirit of that comment really has to do with, what you are doing. I think is probably better said by saying what you are doing is important, but there's a different strategy that you can do to make those things work better for you. I think that's a better way of saying it. It's hard to understand, it's hard to explain even, but I'm hoping you understand what I'm trying to convey. I think ultimately working smarter, who doesn't want to work smarter? I mean, if you said that to 100 people, those 100 people would probably say, yes, of course I want to work smarter. I think I am working smarter. And, I think part of that is, through a variety of methods, maybe a lessons learned. What did I do last time in a similar situation that didn't work? Or that did work well and I could garner this time around? Secondly, it's also looking at, we're in a very complex world. And I would even position this, which is we've always lived in a complex world, whether we have had technology or not. And because we have technology, are our lives more simple? Probably not. They're actually more complicated than they were 10 years ago, or 15 or 20 or 25 years ago, 3 or 4 generations ago. Let's put it that way. I think that's where we get to the point of understanding our lives differently and finding different ways of doing things. And so life has always been complex. So here's a simple way of looking at this. How many things does it take for you to get outside the house every morning? One time I counted, and I actually did a several-day metrics count and did an average of how many actions it took for me to get outside my house every single day. It was around 60 to 65 items, and it's probably more than that because I'm probably forgetting things that I'm counting or didn't count everything that I truly did. That's a lot of things, and that didn't depend on technology. It wasn't about, signing into the computer. It was actually, making sure maybe it was a lunch that needed to be packed, or maybe teeth that needed to be, brushed. There's a lot of things that need to be done. Maybe ironing. Who knows what you have to do every morning? You may have more things to do if you have kids to get ready for school. But ultimately, it is just working to, understand the world of working smarter and the world of working harder. I don't think the harder portion will ever go away. I think we can look for solutions to make things a little less hard, a little less difficult. But I think, sometimes you have to roll up sleeves and just, continue to move forward. And I think that's where we get behind, is that we think there's a simple solution, which there may be. And I think the simple solution is always a better solution, as long as it's a durable solution. So this is an interesting subject matter because I think of my friend Daniel, and Daniel is a wonderful human being. We'll talk back and forth about a subject matter, and I think he's a really good person when it comes to really examining what I'm saying and thinking about it deeply, and I really enjoy that dialogue with him. And I think ultimately, when we look at things, I can give an explanation for something, and there's always exceptions to that phrase or the exception to what I'm saying, and or different ways of dealing with that. And I think ultimately, we do live in a bottom line complex world. So bottom line, we still have to work hard. We still got to work smarter, and it's a world of hustling to get things done. But I think it's still a world that we can get a lot done in, and so keep moving forward. Don't lose that